are.
There should be more issues. Should be 2-3 issues.
No, there's more. There they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one.
It's. I don't care about it.
Yeah,
Not gonna use
I mean,
it. Don't use it.
no, it's this framework, so this dashboard thing. At some point we will probably start using it. I was mostly interested actually in this CV stuff, but this, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, why are we scanning dependencies, right?
Yeah,
we shouldn't be
every
this
time we're doing
scanning.
this, and every time, oh yeah, let's use it, and then after 3 months, nobody takes a look at it anymore, and it dies.
Yeah,
off.
but this is different because this is from the LFX. This is from the Linux Foundation.
Yes.
This is not something we set up, right? So there's a lot of these tools that we, indeed, like the third-party tools that we then set up. But this is the Linux Foundation way of doing all this. And we have an initiative at the TOC level to try to get these projects to match the working groups. So then, like, as a working group person, you would be able to go to a dashboard that actually has things that you control.
All right. Can you summarize briefly what it is about? Sorry, but it's not that clear to me. This inclusive language thing.
There's two parts to it. There's non-inclusive language. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like using terms that are non-inclusive. But the other part is this is the security dashboard, right? So there's a non-inclusive scanner, but that's using this thing, I think. And then you have Snyk. That's doing the security scanning. So I was just trying or playing around with what type of config files we probably want to roll out over all our repositories to make this actually like a useful dashboard, right? So that we don't have so many like false positives. So this was an initial attempt to, I don't know, try to configure something and see if we can actually get rid of some of I just saw a lot of false positives on that particular repo. So I thought, let's try it out there.
Yeah. Okay, it's a bundle. So we have non-inclusive concerns, but it's also security scanning.
Yeah, but this is the non-inclusive scanner. So this is so that we probably also need a file for Snyk to also start ignoring things, but I haven't looked into that.
All right.
And are we?
This is like
We are not going to set rules from inside the TOC to basically adhere to this dashboard, right? It's as a guiding thing, not help, like a helping piece, not as a this is what it is now, and you need to fix all these things.
I mean, currently it feels like there's way too much garbage in here, right? Like we have so many CVEs according to this. Like it's basically, this is not actionable. It talks about, I think, 2000 things that we should fix. It's like, no, we're not going to do that, right? But the idea is like, if we can make this do reflect the reality, it would be nice that we, from a security point of view, like we have the security council working group, and they get like these scans from people. They say, yeah, we found these issues, can you fix them? And then we can just point them here saying, this is these are the scans that we run, this is what we work with, right? But we are far from that, right? But it would be nice if we have like a canonical place where we can say, this is the scans that we want to run, and this is what we're gonna look at. But that's like far out. So this is just some initial experimentation with seeing if we can make, because like if we're gonna do this, it makes sense to use the tools that are provided by the LFX, the Linux Foundation. So
yeah. All right.
This is just experimentation.
Do you need any help? Can we bring any help?
No, it just provided, so this PR just needs to be merged. I don't know. I think there were people that thought it was okay-ish, but nobody has actually approved it.
But we have many repositories. This only for Bosch.
Yeah, sure. But I saw like a lot of non-inclusive language triggers on this repo because there's a lot of vendor directories that we have. Because we have in this repository, we have a bunch of these Go things for the acceptance tests and the release acceptance tests. And there's multiple things with vendor directories that are triggering all sorts of non-inclusive language things on the same library. So probably by doing this, we can get rid of half of the non-inclusive language triggers.
Pretty good.
So I thought let's start with that, and then we go from there.
Any progress is good progress.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really progress; it's just ignoring stuff. But
can we access this dashboard on the LFX?
Yeah, I mean, it's a public dashboard. It's the link is in the PR.
Okay.
So yeah, go look at it, and if you find things where you see like, oh, this is definitely something we should ignore, start making some PRs to start configuring things.
Okay.
Yeah, we discussed the security dashboard on this week's TOC meeting. Maybe the security working group will look into that and see whether it's useful and how can we improve that one.
Yeah, ideally, like people that are approvers within the working group should be able to like dismiss scan results, saying like maybe like give a reason why this thing doesn't affect us, right? But those access things aren't set up. But that's something Chris is working on, Chris from the foundation. So eventually, hopefully, you all should you all accept Jamie. Everybody except Jamie. Should have access to do these things.
That's my day-to-day. Everyone except Jamie.
Yeah.
For now.
Oh, hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie, by the way.
It's been a while since I joined and it popped up on my calendar. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, so if I can get a review on this, that would be great. I think Rajan and well, we'll see. So pending review. This. Seems useful.
I had some minor questions here.
Okay, yeah, he just needs to look at that. But this is 2 hours ago, so it makes sense that he hasn't looked at this, but this is basically waiting for changes. Bit of a race condition. This probably will be something that Service Fabric would benefit from. So we're seeing these things in our TKGI environments. So TKGI is also like creating Kubernetes clusters on demand based on using Bosch and a service broker type thing, right? So that's like this highly concurrent environment where you create multiple of these things at the same time.
Yeah, this can happen also with normal deployments when you have network issues and many tasks are scheduled and somehow the state is not clearly propagated to the database.
Okay.
You can have multiple tasks which are somehow not taken anymore, but stay in the queue.
And by the way, Konstantin is working for SAP these days?
No.
Oh, no,
VMware.
oh, all right. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I remember. Right.
Okay.
Now we had discussions about this in the Bosch channel. So somehow with the Azure CPI, AWS CPI, when you use storage instance, the encryption, and you have a global encrypted set, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Joseph Palermo was involved in that, right?
Yeah, he was involved in the discussions, in the issue discussions. Yeah, this is the PR.
Do you also have context on this?
In the Azure CPI, I don't know. I don't have. I have context. What is the issue?
This is AWS.
Yeah, I know.
It's not Azure.
I mistakenly said Azure at the beginning. I know.
Okay. Yeah, then your argument was not good enough. So you are on the hook now.
I wanted to say I don't know why the encrypted behaves in this way. I don't have historical knowledge about the encrypted flag, but yeah, otherwise.
Yeah. Me neither. Okay. And this was we're gonna convert this to the draft because we're waiting on the TOC changes to get more GitHub runner capacity. Actually, it was not a problem on public repos, right?
It was, but it was the problem is when you have too many in parallel.
Oh, so parallel is still for public repos a problem, or was that only for private repos? Oh, that's totally different.
Yeah.
They paid for that usage limits.
Concurrent jobs.
What? 30 what? 5 days?
That's probably for those jobs, where people use like an action to keep their Heroku alive, that kind of thing. It's just a constant.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Concurrent jobs. Yes. So, and is that per organization?
GitHub plan, most probably.
Yeah, because the plan applies to an organization, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah. In that case, I'm not gonna merge this yet. Can do without. Yeah. Let's go over the issues. Oh no, VirtualBox is broken again.
Yeah, that just released a month ago. I don't know. It's also an OS X, so I can't replicate it.
I
You
can't
have an
replicate it
SAP
either.
Yeah, but Ramon has an SAP laptop with Mac OS.
It's an M1.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an M1.
Yeah.
Oh, this is on Intel.
Yeah, we both are M1s. We can't run VirtualBox.
Okay.
But there was a discussion about the V2 APIs for container.
I looked in the changelog for VirtualBox, but I couldn't find anything
But this is
weird network related. It just can't find network.
you mean the C group stuff, right? Bale?
Yes, the C
Yeah,
group
but
V2
But this is before that, right? Because this is when
this is-
creating the VM. So this is like network.
Okay, yeah. I think mhm.
Yes, there should be in VirtualBox. There should be a network called network, and
Yeah.
we are. Be probably
I was
hard
gonna say,
coded, maybe something.
Have you checked whether there's a network called network?
What was it? Level, right?
Yes, Boschrock level debug.
Was it yeah. He knows.
Question mark.
Huh? Why? Okay, never had that message.
It didn't like you for those 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's too late. You shouldn't work at this time.
Yeah.
You're spamming the API. Come on.
6 more minutes. Till end of day. Wait, so this is I don't know, under discussion, I guess.
We still need some working VirtualBox API because I need to migrate to a new server.
To a new what?
To a new bare metal server where I use VirtualBox CPI. And by the way, I've seen some libvirt or something like that, CPI. It's interesting. Have you guys ever tested?
I never
libvirt
tested it,
CPI?
but I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I never had the urge to think, "Wow, that's a nice day to try that out."
I should check it out. Right.
This one.
I should finish my Proxmox CPI at some point.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, Ivor. Indeed. But it's have you published your code anywhere?
No, it's not at that stage. I want to at least get the framework, the skeleton for how everything else will go in first. But I started from OpenStack, which was a mistake. It was the wrong CPI to start from. Yeah, that's just a mess. But I started it last year, and then I began at SAP, and then I had no need to. But I do still, I'm running Proxmox here, and I do want to do it. So I will at some point do it.
Which language are you using for that CPI?
Which generator?
Or language? I mean,
Ruby.
Programming language. Ruby, right? Yeah. Okay.
Would you prefer it if I'd have said Golang?
Well, I don't mind, but yeah, the best Ruby CPI is maybe Vsphere, I guess.
It's
Put
because
your eyes now.
there was a Proxmox
It's hard on
Ruby,
the eyes.
there's a Proxmox Ruby gem. I'm like, oh well, that's there. I'll use that.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
You don't agree, Ruben, that the Diffuseware CPI is quite mature and
Oh, it's mature, but it's also it does something where it generates the client based on some stuff. I don't know. That client is horrible to work with.
okay. All right.
I'll make sure that when I get this in, it doesn't suck. Okay.
Why did this? Why was this assigned to? Oh, because he added that package, right?
So I think I assigned it to the dude who created that.
Yeah, to Brian Upton.
Yeah, Brian Upton. I don't know if does he still work for VMware or?
Yes, he is
Okay.
Mr. Opsman.
Mr. Opsman. Okay. Well, he added that packages, so I thought, well, just give it to him so he can
Yeah, but I
vendor
think
it
he
or whatever
didn't
he
see it
thinks
or something.
necessary.
As a side note, he says the infrastructure is CloudStack, which is that's the really cheap CloudStack, CloudStack knockoff.
Where?
What is CloudStack?
Where the fuck
Where?
do you see Cloudus?
At the bottom, it said infrastructure, and I'm thinking, is that a typo of CloudStack, or is there something called CloudStack?
I don't know. I asked.
No, it's
That's the
CloudStack.
typo.
It's
CloudStack.
Okay, good. So my initial joke did work. That it's the cheap knockoff of CloudStack. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I wondered, is there actually a CloudStack? Do I look stupid now?
The
This is-
Psycho FDJ. Oh, right. It's Xavier. Can you hover on the?
Wait, on the it doesn't work here.
Or
Here.
next to yeah. Wait, Xavier. Yeah, it's Xavier. He's fantastic. He's incredible developer. Working for Orange.
So we should just ask for a PR.
Yeah. Give us a PR.
And he's been redeveloping the CloudStack CPI in Golang from Java.
Yeah, but that seems to not be maintained anymore.
I think they do. They are using that CPI in production.
Are they?
The Golang version, yes. I would say so.
I think this is
This
the one,
one.
right?
Yeah.
11 days ago.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. But
Yeah, it's working fine. And Xavier is behind that project, not only. But,
Although, hang on, that 11 days ago was, it
It's
could just have been a
Autobahn.
dependable. Yeah.
yeah, but this is still
Mm.
decent-ish. For a CPI, that's fine if it's stable.
The Orange portals, web portals, are running on a platform deployed by that CPI on CloudStack infrastructure with Xen hypervisors. But
What was it? What was the package name? This one, right? Yeah.
It's the thin package name.
Yeah, but this is the package.
It is
that
the
we
gem.
added.
The thin gem is already rendered basically in the one level up, but not in this specific package. Which is created separately or something.
Yeah, but this package was added by Brian Upton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
randomly pick 20 or 22.
Interesting. Ah, yeah. This is the C group thing.
Well, that's nice, but they're only asking where to start digging.
Well, the C group V2.
Oh, I was mentioned here.
Yes, you were 9 days ago.
You're even
Yeah,
assigned
but I
to
think
this
at that point I had like 200 unread emails, so yeah. Was traveling.
You're assigned to the issue on the stem cell builder. Stem cell builder also has an issue, right? With
There's
C
stem cell
groups.
builder issue.
Yeah, in the stem cell repo, in stem cell builder repo, there is also an issue.
That one?
No, yeah, that one. And that one is assigned to you. You assigned
Oh.
yourself.
Another swig.
Yeah, I think we had some internal discussion about this. I'll look into it. Yeah,
It was
because we
with the
spur-
Kubernetes team, right?
yeah, this guy is from the Kubernetes team.
Right,
Yes.
guys, it's been a pleasure. Have fun.
Yes.
Good to see you. Ciao.
Okay. Yeah, so we should probably link these issues.
Guys, I need to run either. Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. They are a little bit related or not. It's...
Not fully, probably. I don't know if this.
No, it's something with C groups. So.
Yeah, but this is like the.
He's running in the GitHub Actions, not using stem cell, but yeah.
Yeah, but the other one was also about stem cell for Kubernetes with the Gemmy stem cell 2004 didn't work and 24 worked. So it's probably the same thing.
And they are using Docker, right? So they are using Docker.
And the other uses containerd. So
no, this is so we have Docker CPI.
Yes, but Kubernetes is using containerd
No.
as lower level, not the Docker engine. They're using directly containerd, which has a really bit of a different implementation. But
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Who cares?
These people do care. But yeah, I will follow up with Jan Zhao.
Yeah. If we need to do it, then we I think we can go 2 ways, but we'll see.
This was the PR, right? Yes, this PR.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a PR. Is it PR?
Yeah, no, this is an issue, but there's now a PR that we already looked at. Open for contribution. And that person is working on it themselves. Great.
you always need to do force if you don't have committed or anything, because then otherwise the create release will fail anyways. So I don't. If you have not commit all your stuff, then you need to use force, otherwise it doesn't care. And then you have the final flag or not. If you don't use the final flags, it creates def release.
Yeah, because if he does it without the wait. So upload release, this just uploads your latest, like the latest def release. If you're in a directory, or the latest release, I guess. And if you have
the latest final release that's in the
yeah, unless you have created a def release.
Yeah, unless you created the def release, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I always use the tarball, but it could be me.
You don't have to create a tarball, but you at least need to create a release. If you're making changes, you need to create a release. I don't understand this statement, because that shouldn't work.
Yeah, but upload release just takes the latest what has been created. It doesn't do anything else. You first need to do create release before you cannot do upload.
Something like that. Is this on which version? Interesting how people keep using VirtualBox CPI. Like every new Mac OS version or VirtualBox version, we get like a bunch of issues again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
And I was
now
wrong.
just yeah. I also always used VirtualBox, but now that I have accounts on GCP, AWS, just use that with BBL.
But is this on the what is it? Is it ARM or is it just Intel? Doesn't specify, right? Okay, so it keeps
No.
failing on. Yeah, this probably needs some work. But I don't know who would like to do that, because I don't think we're gonna, from the VMware side, probably not gonna prioritize this work. Maybe Long will be looking into it. I don't know, like, I know he has a, no, actually he has an M1 Mac, I think. Gonna make this open for contribution. What is it? 158. You are also not using this, right? On the SAP side.
Which one? Sorry, I was a little bit. Is this still the virtual
Yeah,
box?
the VirtualBox. So VirtualBox is not something that SAP is interested in.
Actually, I forgot the name. Is at the moment working for SAP. Could be that is coming from us.
Nicholas.
Nicholas. William.
Nick.
So Nick.
Yeah, the other one. This issue.
No, the other one is not from us. No.
Oh wait, not close with comments. Wait. Wrong button. Reopen. Edit. But this, no. Wait, where were? But where is this going from? Can I delete my comments? No. Wait, I can delete it here. deletes, yes. Because I wanted to look at the other one, VirtualBox. Here, this is raised on Bosch deployment. This person is working for SCP, Nicholas.
Because I guess.
I worked with him at Swisscom, like early days, like 8 years ago. But I had contact with him
Disco
recently, and he
event.
apparently now works on
Why the disco event?
somewhere within within
New Year's
SAP.
disco. It's a New Year's party. Why the disco? It's like
You should mute yourself, Ramon. We don't care about the disco
I know,
party.
yeah. Someone has asked me sitting next to this. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I could be that some new colleague. I don't know.
I think he's external.
Yeah, for sure. But
Okay. Something like that. Open for contribution. For contribution. And this one is also open for contribution. Okay. I think that's it. Is there anything else?
not on my side.
Thanks all for attending, and see you next week.
You.
Bye.
You take care. Bye bye.